My beloved child, before these words even reach your ears, they must pass through the quiet, hidden spaces of your heart, places only I can see. I know the silent wars you wage every single day. I hear the thoughts you fight when the noisy world finally grows quiet. I see the tears you hide and how you smile while your soul feels completely exhausted. That is exactly why I drew you close right now. This is no accident. This is not chance. I needed your spirit to hear my voice today, because you have been carrying this heavy weight alone for far too long. Listen closely. What I say to you now is not fleeting praise that fades tomorrow. These words carry deep truth, healing, and real direction for your life. My child, I have watched the disappointments trying to break your faith. I have seen the rejection that deeply wounded your confidence. I know those nights when fear whispered that nothing would ever change. But hear me clearly. Your story is not finished. The pain did not steal your purpose. Your deepest regrets have not pushed my love away. I'm still guiding your steps, even when you cannot see the path ahead of you. You have looked at yourself through eyes of fear for too long, instead of seeing my truth. You keep replaying your failures, forgetting the strength I already gave you. My child, please stop believing the lie that you are forgotten. Stop believing the lie that you are too broken to stand up again. I created you with deep purpose before anyone on earth even knew your name. There is still fire in you. There is still light and hope ahead. Right now, even as you listen, I'm working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. There are massive doors I am preparing to open for you. I have shielded you from battles you never even knew existed. Blessings are heading your way, even while you sit and wonder if I hear your prayers. My beloved, do not let impatience steal your peace. Some answers take time, because I must prepare your heart, just as I prepare your future. If I handed you everything right now, you would not truly understand the value of what I am building inside your soul. This journey is stretching your spirit, teaching you endurance, deep wisdom, and reliance on me. Do not hate this season just because it feels so heavy. Even in the dark, growth is happening beneath the surface. You spend so much time doubting yourself, forgetting the one who walks right beside you. I've never left you. Even when you felt completely stranded in the dark, my hand was still sheltering your life. When your heart shattered, I stayed close. When fear overwhelmed your mind, I did not leave. When you had no strength left, I carried you through the days that felt impossible. You are still standing today because my grace has held you up all along. I know some people walked away from you. I know opportunities vanished and plans fell apart. But hear me, my child. Not every closed door was a punishment. Many closed doors were actually my protection. Some things had to end because I saw the dangers ahead. Trust me enough to let go of what I removed. You cannot hold the beautiful things I have for you tomorrow if you are still gripping what I asked you to drop. My beloved child, stop comparing your path to everyone else. Comparison only steals the peace from your spirit. You look at others and wonder why their road seems so much easier, faster, or better, but you cannot see the hidden struggles behind their success, just like they cannot see the private battles behind yours. The path I carved for you is entirely your own. Trust my timing, even when it makes no sense. A delay is never a denial. Sometimes I must build your character before I can safely trust you with certain blessings. Sometimes I teach patience before the breakthrough. Other times, you must wait, because your spirit needs deeper roots before greater blessing arrives. My child, your worth is never measured by the applause of people. Your value does not rise or fall based on human recognition. You are precious simply because you are mine. The world might overlook you, but I never will. I see every quiet act of love. I hear every tear-soaked prayer. I watch every single time you choose to take another step, even when your soul is weary. Not a single moment of your journey has escaped my eyes. Hear me today. You do not have to carry this heavy load by yourself anymore. Bring me your fears. Bring your exhaustion to me. Lay your anxiety, pain, and disappointment at my feet. I never designed you to live crushed under the weight of worry. I want to breathe peace back into your spirit and renew your strength. But you must stop trying to fight these battles all on your own. Let me be your safe harbor. Let me be your quiet peace when everything is uncertain. My child, there are still beautiful things waiting for you. Do not let a passing storm convince you that your entire future is ruined. The greatest transformations always begin in the dark seasons of life. One day you will look back and see that the moments which almost broke you were actually pulling you closer to me than you had ever been. When you feel weak, do not run away from me. Run toward me. I am not standing here waiting to judge or condemn you. I am standing right beside you, holding healing, mercy, and restoration. Today, make a choice deep in your heart. Stop letting fear speak louder than your faith. Stop letting negative thoughts rule your mind. Speak hope over your future. Trust that I am still leading you, even when the road ahead is covered in fog. My child, your life still holds deep meaning. Your voice matters, and your testimony still has great power. Others will one day find hope because you refuse to give up in the dark. Your pain is not useless, and your tears are never wasted. I can turn your broken pieces into stories of healing and strength. If these words touch your spirit, write, "I will trust God," in the comments as a declaration over your life. Never be ashamed to declare your faith, because your courage could lift up another hurting soul who feels lost today. Stay with me through this message series, because each word is meant to strengthen your spirit, guide your daily path, and remind you that you are deeply, unconditionally loved by me. If these words brought true peace to your soul today, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share my message with someone who needs encouragement. And if you feel blessed by my words and want to help this ministry keep reaching those who hurt, you can support us through the link below. My beloved child, remember this before this moment slips away. I am not finished writing your story yet. My precious child, sometimes the noise of this world grows so loud that you slowly lose the sweet sound of my truth. Opinions surround you. Fear closes in. Disappointment heavy on your chest. Without realizing it, you carry heavy burdens I never asked you to bear. You start believing lies about yourself that I never spoke over you. You start questioning your worth just because of rejection. You doubt your future because of delays. You lose hope simply because life did not unfold the way you had planned. But today, I'm calling you back into quietness to hear my voice clearly again. My voice is never the one whispering that you are worthless. My voice does not tell you that you are forgotten. I do not push you into dark despair. My voice brings abundant life. My voice brings deep peace. My voice reminds you that purpose still waits ahead, even when your current season feels dark and uncertain. My child, you have spent far too long just trying to survive emotionally while neglecting your spirit. You have chased peace in fleeting distractions. You searched for healing in places that could never restore your soul. You tried silencing your inner emptiness with entertainment, relationships, achievements, and endless noise. Yet the emptiness always returns, because I created your soul to find its home in me. Nothing in this world can ever satisfy your deepest heart without my presence. That hollow longing is not weakness. It is your spirit crying out to me. Come back to me, my child. Not halfway, not occasionally, but fully. Trust me with those hidden, aching places. Trust me with the fears you hide behind your smile. Trust me with the disappointments you never speak aloud. I already know every quiet wound in your heart, and I still love you completely. Stop believing you must be perfect before you can draw close to me. My love was reaching for you long before you knew how to reach for me. I know there are things you deeply regret. There are moments you wish you could erase from memory, choices that still make your heart ache whenever you look back. But listen to me closely today. Your past is not your permanent identity. Your mistakes are only chapters in your story, not the final conclusion. I can restore what feels completely broken. I can rebuild what seems impossible to repair. But you must stop speaking defeat over your life every single day. The words you repeat in your mind shape the very condition of your spirit. If you constantly whisper that nothing will ever change, You imprison your own heart in hopelessness. Speak life over yourself again. Speak hope over your future. Speak faith over your circumstances, even before you see them shift. My beloved child, storms will rage, but they are never proof that I have abandoned you. Even the strongest trees face violent winds before their roots grow deep. The battles you face right now are strengthening your spirit in ways you cannot yet see. You keep asking why these things happened. You keep asking why your prayers seem delayed. But one day you will see that what felt like destruction was actually preparation. I am teaching you endurance. I am teaching you wisdom. I am teaching you to stand firm, even when life shakes around you. Do not let temporary pain convince you that your future is ruined. The dark night does not last forever, my child. Morning always comes. Hope rises. Healing comes step by step, and my mercy reaches for you every single day. My child, I need you to stop comparing your journey to those around you. Comparison only steals the peace from your soul. You look at others and wonder why their path seems easier, faster, or more successful. But you cannot see the full story behind their lives, just as they cannot see the full story behind yours. The path I walked out for you is different for a reason. Trust my timing. Just because it has not happened yet does not mean it never will. Delay is not denial. Sometimes I protect you through the waiting. Sometimes I must strengthen your character before releasing blessings into your hands. Sometimes I close doors because I see dangers ahead that you cannot yet understand. Trust me, even when you do not understand the process. You do not need to see every step ahead to keep walking by faith. My beloved child, there are days when anxiety weighs so heavily that you feel exhausted before morning even begins. Fear whispers worst-case scenarios to your heart. Doubt convinces you that nothing will ever improve. But hear me clearly today. Not every thought that enters your mind deserves your agreement. You must stop feeding fear with your constant attention. Instead of imagining disaster, begin remembering my faithfulness. Have I not carried you through deep waters before? Have I not protected you from moments that could have destroyed you? You are standing today because my hand sustained you all along. My child, just speak to me honestly. You do not need perfect words. I hear the cries you cannot say aloud. I understand the tears you hide from the world. I know the exhaustion in your spirit, even when you pretend everything is fine. Stop carrying this silent pain alone. Bring your worries and your fears into my quiet presence. Bring your heartbreak, confusion, and disappointment directly before me. Let me strengthen your heart again. Let me restore peace to your mind and remind you that your story is not over. There are still beautiful things ahead of you. There are prayers waiting to be answered in ways you cannot yet imagine. There are moments of healing, joy, and breakthrough waiting ahead. Do not give up now, simply because this season feels heavy. Some of the greatest transformations begin in the middle of painful seasons. One day you will look back and realize that the very moments that almost broke you were also the ones that taught you to depend on me more deeply than ever. My beloved child, if my words are speaking directly to your heart right now, I want you to type, "God is with me," in the comments as a declaration of faith over your life. Let those words remind your spirit that you are never alone. Stay with me until the end of this message series, because every word is meant to strengthen your daily walk and help you apply my truth in your real struggles. I want to remind you that your life carries purpose far beyond your current circumstances. My child, do not give up now. You have survived seasons you once believed would destroy you. You are still here because my grace has carried you through every storm. I, who protected you yesterday, will continue guiding you into all your tomorrows. My beloved child, listen closely, because what I am placing within your spirit today can change your entire path, if you only choose to truly receive it. So many times you've let fear make your decisions. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of disappointment, fear of what others think. Step by step, those fears have kept you from walking in the purpose I breathed into you long ago. You have paused when I called you forward. You have stayed silent when I wanted you to trust me with bold faith. You have doubted yourself because of past wounds, but today, I'm calling you higher. I did not design you to spend your life trapped in constant fear and anxiety. I did not make you to hide from opportunities out of fear of making mistakes. You cannot grow while remaining a prisoner to your fears. My child, courage does not mean you never feel fear. Courage means you keep moving forward, trusting that I am walking right beside you through every uncertain step. You have buried dreams deep inside you because someone convinced you they were impossible. There are gifts within you that you stopped using because criticism wounded your confidence. There are prayers in your heart you stopped praying because discouragement said nothing would ever change. Hear me clearly today. I have never forgotten the promises I made over your life, and I have not abandoned the sacred calling within you. The enemy wants you to believe it is too late, but your story is still unfolding. I still have great purpose ahead of you. Stop speaking defeat over yourself every morning. Stop rehearsing failure in your mind before you even try again. You are emotionally exhausted because you constantly expect disaster instead of remembering my faithfulness. My child, the battle begins inside your thoughts, long before it appears in your circumstances. That is why you must guard your mind carefully. Do not feed your spirit with endless streams of negativity. Do not let the opinions of others become louder than my truth. You belong to me, and your identity is never determined by public approval. Your worth is not based on social validation. Your value existed before anyone noticed. I formed you with intention before the world ever knew your name. My beloved child, when loneliness tries to convince you that you are forgotten, remember that solitude is not always abandonment. Sometimes I separate you from distractions so you can hear my voice clearly. Sometimes I remove unhealthy attachments because I know they limit your growth. You mourn certain endings because you cannot yet see the beautiful beginning I am preparing ahead of you. Trust me, in times of separation, remember that not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people were just temporary chapters, not permanent destinations. Let go gracefully when I close certain doors. Holding on to what I take away only delays your healing. My child, forgive those who hurt you. I know forgiveness feels hard when the pain still lives in your memory. I know those scars still ache when you recall what happened, but bitterness slowly poisons the heart. Forgiving does not excuse the wrong done to you. It simply releases your spirit from being chained to that pain forever. You cannot walk freely into your future while dragging the heavy weight of unforgiveness behind you. Release those wounds into my hands. Let me become your defender. Let me heal the places revenge could never touch. My beloved child, I need you to hear something very important today. Your current struggle is not permanent. Some seasons are assignments, not forever homes. You will not weep forever, nor will you remain confused forever. You will not remain broken forever. I am leading you straight through this valley, not leaving you inside it. Even now, while you feel uncertain, I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. New opportunities, deep healing, inner strength, and divine wisdom are all forming for you. Do not quit in the middle of the process, just because progress feels slow. Growth always happens quietly before it becomes visible. My child, your life impacts others far beyond what you realize. The way you keep standing after hardship silently inspires those around you. The way you keep believing through difficulty becomes a light for those losing hope. Never underestimate how your story will comfort another hurting soul one day. That is why you must keep moving forward. Your survival has purpose, your healing has purpose, and your obedience has purpose. Even the painful experiences you wish never happened can become tools for helping others heal later. Nothing surrendered into my hands is ever wasted. My beloved child, stop doubting whether I can still use your life. I specialize in restoration, and I love rebuilding broken places. I specialize in bringing hope where others expected defeat. Look back at your life carefully. There were seasons you thought would destroy you completely, yet somehow you survived. There were moments when you believed you had no strength left, yet you kept going. That was no accident. My grace was carrying you all along. Even when your faith felt weak, my faithfulness remained strong. My child, you spend too much time focusing on what you lack instead of recognizing what I have already placed inside you. You ask for confidence while ignoring the strength I already gave you. You ask for purpose, while ignoring the opportunities surrounding you right now. Start using what you already have. Take small steps of obedience. You do not need to see the entire future before moving forward. Faith grows step by step. Sometimes I reveal the next part of your journey only after you trust me with the step right in front of you. Stop waiting for perfect conditions before you obey me. Perfect conditions rarely exist, and growth often begins during uncomfortable seasons. My beloved child, loud voices constantly surround you, trying to shape your identity. Some of them whisper that you are not enough. They tell you that you missed your chance, pointing out failures instead of your potential. But my voice speaks differently. I call you chosen. I call you loved. I call you strong through my strength. I call you valuable when the world overlooks you. Stop agreeing with every negative thought that creeps into your mind. Not every voice deserves your attention. Feed your spirit with my truth instead of feeding your fears. My child, do not give up now. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize. The hardest moments always happen right before transformation begins. Your hope is attacked because your hope is powerful. I want you to remain steady. Keep praying even when answers seem delayed. Keep trusting even when your emotions fluctuate. Keep walking forward even when progress feels slow. I am still leading you. I am still protecting you, opening doors you cannot yet see. One day you will understand why these delays happened. One day, you will understand why certain people walked out of your life. One day you will understand why some prayers had different answers than you expected. When that day comes, you will see my hand was guiding you through the confusion. My beloved child, if these words speak directly to your spirit right now, type, "I choose faith over fear" in the comments as a declaration over your life. Speak it boldly, even if you feel weak, because your declaration of faith can begin to change the very atmosphere of your heart. Keep watching this series until the end. Each part is designed to strengthen your spirit, help you live out my truth, and remind you that you are deeply loved by me. My beloved child, remember this before this moment ends. I'm not finished writing your story. Your best days are not behind you. I'm still writing chapters filled with healing, deep purpose, restoration, and hope for your future. My beloved child, there are times you look at your life and wonder if your heavy burdens will ever get lighter. You wake up exhausted before the day even begins. Your mind is crowded with worries. Your heart is stretched between hope and disappointment. You are so used to surviving that you forget how it feels to live in peace. But today, I want you to stop for a moment and listen closely to my voice. You were never created to live crushed beneath fear, anxiety, and deep exhaustion. I did not design your spirit to stay trapped in constant worry about tomorrow. I created you to walk closely with me, to find strength in my presence, and to feel a peace the world can never understand. My child, I know there are parts of your life that seem so uncertain right now. You still have questions without any answers. You have prayed over battles repeatedly, wondering if anything is changing. But hear me clearly today. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean I am absent. Some of my greatest work in your life happens quietly before it becomes visible. Seeds grow deep beneath the soil long before fruit appears above the surface. In the exact same way, I am working in your life through silent, slow seasons. Never mistake my silence for abandonment. I am still near you. I am still guiding you, opening up paths you cannot yet recognize. My beloved child, you spend too much time carrying burdens never meant for your hands. You carry past guilt. You carry the heavy pressure to please everyone around you. You carry fear of the future and disappointment from prayers that seemed unanswered. Little by little, these heavy burdens drain your joy and steal your peace. But today, I'm asking you to release those heavy weights into my hands. You no longer have to carry everything alone. Stop believing that strength means pretending you are never tired. Real strength is learning to lean on me when your own power fades. There are moments your soul grows weary from fighting battles in your mind every single day. Negative thoughts repeat until they start sounding like the truth. Fear whispers that nothing will improve. Doubt whispers that you are too weak. Shame whispers that your past mistakes disqualify you from a better future. But, my child, those voices do not speak for me. My truth speaks life over you, reminding you that your failures are never final. My truth reminds you that healing is possible, and I can still restore what is broken inside you. My child, I know there are wounds you rarely speak of. Some wounds came from rejection, some from betrayal, and some from words spoken over you years ago that still echo in your mind today. Others may not realize how deeply those moments hurt your heart, but I saw every single tear you cried in secret. I saw when you felt completely abandoned. I saw you question your worth because of how others treated you. I want you to understand something important today. How people treated you does not define your value. The rejection you faced does not erase your identity. You are still deeply, truly loved by me. You are still chosen by me. You are still incredibly valuable, even when others fail to see your worth. Stop measuring yourself by the opinions of people who cannot see your heart. Let my voice drown out the criticism that wounded your spirit. My beloved child, there are seasons when I let things fall apart because they can no longer carry you into the future I prepared. I know you grieve these endings deeply. I know it hurts when relationships shift, when plans collapse, or when doors suddenly close. But remember, not every loss is a punishment. Some endings are my protection. Some are preparation. Some endings simply make room for new beginnings you cannot yet imagine. Trust me enough to believe that I see the entire picture while you only see fragments. What feels confusing now will make perfect sense later. One day you will look back and realize your heartbreak was actually the start of deeper healing and stronger faith. My child, stop rushing your healing process. You get frustrated because growth feels slower than you expected. You want instant answers, immediate restoration, and every single burden lifted overnight. But healing always happens step by step. I'm not just changing your circumstances. I'm completely renewing your spirit from within. Real healing takes time. Be patient while I work deep inside your heart. Do not judge yourself for having hard days. Even the strong grow weak. Even the faithful struggle. Remember, growth is never about perfection. Growth is simply walking toward me while you heal. My beloved child, there is something else you must understand today. You cannot feed your spirit with toxic negativity and still expect peace to grow. Guard your mind. Watch closely what voices you listen to. Not every loud voice deserves a place in your soul. Some voices drag you into fear. Some keep ripping open old wounds. Some voices make you forget who you are. But my voice reminds you of your deep purpose. My voice reminds you that you are strong through me. My voice reminds you that your future is never ruined just because your today is hard. My child, do not quit just because it hurts. True transformation often happens when everything feels completely shaken and uncertain. Pressure builds strength. Waiting builds wisdom. Hard seasons will deepen your faith in ways comfort never could. One day you will thank me for holding you in the pain. Those moments are shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more loving. Your struggles are never meaningless. Even now, I am using this pain to prepare you for a beautiful purpose ahead. My beloved child, if these words are speaking directly to your soul right now, type, "God is healing me," in the comments to declare it. Let those words remind you that your healing journey is unfolding, even when the progress feels incredibly slow. Stay here with me until the very end of this message series. Every part is meant to strengthen your faith, ground you in truth, and remind you that you never fight alone. My child, hold on to hope just a little longer. I am still guiding you. I am still restoring you, opening doors you cannot see. I promise you this. Your story does not end in defeat. I am still writing chapters of peace, healing, purpose, and restoration for your future. My beloved child, there are times when your heart grows weary from fighting battles that absolutely no one else can see. You smile for the world, while storms rage inside your mind. You try to stay strong, secretly wondering how much longer you can carry this heavy weight pressing on your spirit. every single day. I know those moments deeply. I see the silent exhaustion you never speak of. I know those restless nights when your mind spins with fear, anxiety, and deep uncertainty. But I need you to listen closely to me today. You are not fighting this battle alone. Even when you are emotionally drained and spiritually weak, my presence has never left your side. I have stood beside you through every hard season. When your emotions say you are abandoned, remember, feelings change, but my faithfulness never will. Some days you feel strong and filled with hope. Other days, your faith feels weak and your heart is heavy. But my love is not based on your emotional highs and lows. It remains steady, even when your own strength fails. My beloved child, stop believing the lie that you must carry every heavy burden alone. You were never made to survive on your strength alone. Yet you keep trying to solve everything yourself, carrying all your heavy worries in silence. You pretend you are fine, while your spirit slowly grows weary inside. Today, I am asking you to surrender those heavy burdens into my hands. Surrender the fear of tomorrow. Surrender the anxiety over what you cannot control. Let go of the disappointment still lingering inside your heart. Stop trying to carry tomorrow before it even arrives. You exhaust yourself by playing out the worst-case scenarios over and over in your mind. Worrying about tomorrow will never bring you peace today, my child. Learn to trust me, one day at a time. I'm already standing in the future you fear. Nothing ahead will surprise me. Nothing is greater than my power to guide you through. My child, I know delays make you wonder if I even hear your prayers. You pray for healing, but it feels so slow. You pray for direction, but confusion still clouds your path. You pray for a breakthrough, but things stay hard. Slowly, discouragement whispers that nothing is changing. But listen closely to me today. Delay is never proof of abandonment. Some answers take time, because I am working beneath the surface on things you cannot yet see. I often work in silence before you see the change. Just because progress feels slow does not mean nothing is happening. Seeds grow underground long before fruit appears. In the same way, I'm preparing your life even during these seasons of absolute silence. Trust me in the waiting. Trust me even when your feelings are uncertain. I'm still working behind the scenes. My beloved child, stop judging yourself for still struggling. You get frustrated because you think your healing should happen instantly. You think faith means never feeling weak. But growth is gradual, and healing unfolds layer by layer. Your deepest wounds require patience while I restore you. Be gentle with yourself in this process. Do not let shame convince you that you are failing just because you have hard days. Even strong souls fight emotional battles. Even the most faithful experience seasons of deep exhaustion. You are only human, my child, and I understand your weakness deeper than anyone else. My beloved, those around you may never fully understand your journey. They only see your outward appearance, completely unaware of the fierce battles raging inside your heart. But I see everything clearly. I see the courage it takes to keep moving forward when you are tired. I hear every silent prayer whispered through your tears. I see every single moment you choose not to give up, even when your mind is overwhelmed. None of your struggles are hidden from me. I see all your pain. None of it is ignored. Today, I want you to remember that your current season is not your final destination. This struggle will not last forever. I am leading you through this dark valley, not leaving you behind to suffer. My child, stop letting fear write the story of your future before it even begins. Fear whispers that disaster waits around every corner. It wants you to expect disappointment before your new doors even have a chance to open. Fear wants you trapped in hesitation and doubt. But my child, look through the eyes of faith. Faith trusts me in the dark. It keeps moving forward, even when the answers are not yet clear. Faith remembers how I carried you through deep waters before, and how I will do it again. Look back at your journey. There were trials you thought would destroy you, yet you survived. There were nights you thought you would never heal from, yet here you are. That was no accident. My grace held you together through every storm, and that very same grace will lead you home. My beloved child, hear me clearly. You cannot speak words of defeat over your life every single day and expect my peace to bloom inside your soul. The thoughts you repeat shape the air you breathe. Stop calling yourself worthless. Stop saying things will never change. Stop letting hopelessness feel like home. Speak my life over yourself again. Declare that healing is still on the way. Believe that your tomorrow holds joy, deep peace, and complete restoration. Do not let your mind become a prison of despair. My child, I have blessings prepared for you that you cannot even begin to imagine. I'm answering your prayers in ways you cannot yet see. New doors, deep healing, and sudden breakthroughs are already heading your way. But you must stand firm through the waiting. Do not walk away before the season turns. Do not give up now. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Keep taking one step at a time. I am still guiding you, even when the path feels slow. My beloved child, if my voice is speaking directly to your heart right now, write the words, "I will not give up," in the comments as a holy declaration over your life. Speak them boldly, even in your weariness, because this declaration will breathe strength back into your soul. Stay with me until the very end of this message, because each word is meant to comfort you, to renew your daily walk, and to help you apply my truth to the raw struggles of your life. If these words comfort your soul and draw you closer to me, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share my message with a soul who needs hope today. If you feel called to support this mission, so my words can keep healing broken hearts globally, you can give through the link below. My beloved, hold on to this before you leave today. You are never forgotten. You are never abandoned. I am still guiding you toward a future overflowing with healing, peace, and hope. My beloved child, I know there are moments you wonder if you are truly growing, or if you are just fighting the same old battles on repeat. You get weary when the breakthrough seems so slow. You watch others celebrate their victories, while you are still crying out for the strength to survive another day. In those dark moments, comparison steals the peace right out of your heart. But today, listen closely to my voice. Stop measuring your progress against anyone else. The path I have laid out for you is yours alone. The timing of your growth is my perfect design. Just because your season looks different does not mean you are forgotten. Some flowers bloom fast, while others spend a long time growing deep roots before they show their beauty in my perfect timing. My child, do not lose heart in the waiting. You focus so much on what is still missing that you completely forget how far my hand has already carried you. Remember when you thought certain wounds would break you forever? Yet, look at you. You are still standing today. There was a moment fear whispered to give up entirely, yet my grace carried you through. You survived those impossible storms because I never let go of your hand. Do not ignore the quiet growth happening deep inside your spirit, just because your life is not perfect yet. Healing is unfolding. Strength is rising. Wisdom is deep within you. Even in your uncertainty, I am quietly shaping you to be stronger than ever before. My beloved child, I know it hurts when life feels unfair. You watch others walk through open doors, while your own cries seem met with silence. You ask why people who hurt you escape justice, and why this heavy storm is taking so long to pass. If you are not careful, bitterness will creep into your soul. But my child, do not let that poison take root in you. It will steal your joy, shadow your peace, and chain your heart to past pain. Leave those heavy burdens in my hands. Trust me, I see every injustice clearly. I feel every wound you carry, and I know exactly when others broke your heart or treated you unfairly. None of it escaped my eyes. But do not let pain turn you cold or hopeless. Let me mend your heart instead of letting anger rule your tomorrow. My child, I know there are days when fear screams louder than faith inside you. You play scenarios over and over, imagining the worst before it even has a chance to happen. Your mind fills with endless questions. What if things never get better? What if you fail again? Or what if doors stay locked forever? But my beloved child, fear feeds on uncertainty. Look back at your life. Have I not held you close and carried you through every single storm? Did I not protect you when you thought you would break? Did I not breathe strength into you on days you thought you could not go on? I, who sustained you yesterday, will remain faithful tomorrow. Do not let fear make permanent choices for your life. My beloved child, stop believing that your weaknesses disqualify you from my purpose. You focus too much on what you lack, while ignoring the gifts I already placed inside you. You compare your abilities to others, convincing yourself that you are not capable enough, talented enough, or strong enough. But I never choose people based on perfection. I work through willing hearts. I work through surrendered lives. Some of the strongest testimonies come from those who once felt weak and broken. Never underestimate what I can do through your life just because you still struggle sometimes. Your weakness does not scare me away. In so many ways, weakness is where my strength shines brightest. My child, stop waiting to feel completely fearless before obeying me. Courage grows through action. Faith deepens through trust. If you wait for every doubt to vanish before moving forward, you will stay stuck in hesitation. Take the step before you. Trust me with today. You do not need the entire future revealed to take one faithful step. I guide you one season at a time. Sometimes the next door only becomes visible after you obey me in your current season. My beloved child, there are voices around you trying to shape your identity. Some voices only remind you of your failures. Others make you feel unseen and unimportant, convincing you that your life has no real purpose. But my voice speaks differently to you. I call you chosen. I call you loved. I call you valuable, even when others overlook you. I call you capable through my strength. Stop agreeing with those voices that drag your spirit down into hopelessness. Fill your heart with truth instead of fear. Speak life over yourself. Speak peace over your mind. Speak hope over your future once again. My child, I know there are days when emotional exhaustion makes you want to isolate yourself from the world. You tire of explaining your pain, pretending you are okay, and fighting silent battles in your mind. But do not withdraw into darkness. Keep seeking my presence. Keep speaking honestly with me. You do not need perfect prayers. Even a simple cry for help touches my heart deeply. I understand every emotion you cannot explain. I see every silent tear, and I stay close even when you feel spiritually weak. My beloved child, remember this today. This current season is not your final destination. Your pain will not last forever. I'm still opening doors. I'm still preparing blessings. I'm still arranging opportunities and healing moments ahead of you. Do not quit simply because the process feels slow. Some of the most beautiful transformations happen gradually. One day, you will look back and see that even your waiting seasons had a purpose. If my words speak directly to your spirit right now, type, "God is still working in my life," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let those words remind your heart that even during uncertain seasons, my hand is still guiding you. Keep watching this message series until the end. Every part is designed to strengthen your faith, help you apply truth to daily struggles, and remind you that you are deeply loved by me. My beloved child, hold on to hope, hold on to faith, hold on to my promises, because I am not finished with your story yet. Your chapters ahead still contain healing, restoration, peace, and purpose beyond anything you can currently see. My beloved child, there are moments when uncertainty surrounds you, and your heart whispers questions you fear to speak aloud. You wonder if I truly hear your prayers. You wonder if your struggles will ever end. You wonder whether your future holds peace or more disappointment. Because you cannot see what is coming next, fear tries to control your thoughts. Today, I want you to pause and listen closely to my voice. You do not need to know every detail of tomorrow to trust me today. I've already gone before you into every moment you worry about. Nothing in your future will ever surprise me. I see every obstacle before it appears. I know every challenge before it reaches you. I also know every blessing, opportunity, breakthrough, and healing moment I am preparing for your life. My child, you are too often trapped in overthinking. Your mind replays fears and imagines worst-case scenarios, creating emotional exhaustion before anything has even happened. You carry the burdens of tomorrow while standing in today. I never asked you to live that way. Worry cannot protect your future. Fear cannot give you peace. Overthinking cannot change circumstances. It only steals strength from your spirit. That is why I call you back into my trust. Trust does not mean you understand everything. It means you believe I am still good, even when life feels confusing. Trust means walking forward, even when answers are incomplete. Trust means remembering my faithfulness instead of only focusing on uncertainty. My beloved child, sometimes I allow waiting because it reveals what lives deepest in your heart. Waiting teaches patience. Waiting strengthens faith. It humbles pride and teaches dependence upon me. I know you often want immediate answers and instant breakthroughs, wanting every burden removed quickly. You want every painful season to end immediately. But there are things I can only teach your spirit through the process itself. Do not despise seasons where growth feels slow. Roots grow quietly beneath the surface before a tree can withstand the storms. In the same way, I am strengthening your inner life even when outward progress feels delayed. My child, understand something important today. Delays do not always mean rejection. Sometimes I delay things because I'm protecting you from what is not right for your life. Sometimes I delay things because your heart needs healing before receiving what you pray for. Other times, it is because I have greater blessings ahead than what you ask for. Trust my timing, even when it feels difficult. I see the whole horizon, while you only see a single step. My dear child, I know those who walked out on you left a quiet, aching emptiness in your heart. Some bonds broke without a word. Some took you the wrong way. Some left deep, hidden scars you still carry in silence. Listen closely to me today. Not everyone who walks out was meant to walk with you forever. Some were merely passing through your story, not staying. I pulled them away because they could never walk with you into the beautiful future I have built for you. Stop running after those I took away. Stop trying to pry open doors I shut. The blessings waiting ahead cannot reach you while you cling to yesterday. My child, I see how the regret of old mistakes still hunts your mind in the dark. You replay old falls over and over until you let shame tell you who you are. But my child, your slips are nothing compared to my grace. Your past cannot undo the beautiful plans I still have for you. Learn from the falls, but do not let them become your name. You are not defined by your darkest hour. I still love you. I still choose you. You are still meant to heal, grow, and rise, my child. I know there are days when your spirit is just so tired from fighting battles no one else can see. Silent wars rage in your head. Worry saps your strength. Fear robs your quiet. And dark thoughts loop until you are tired before the sun even comes up. You do not have to fight this war alone anymore. Bring your heavy thoughts to me. Just talk to me, raw and honest. You do not need fancy prayers or rehearsed lines. Even your quiet tears cry out to my heart. I feel everything you cannot find the words to say. My child, stop speaking defeat over your tomorrow. The words you constantly whisper are shaping the climate of your very soul. If you keep telling yourself you are defeated, your heart will drown in despair. Lift your voice and speak life again. Speak hope again. Speak peace. Declare that you can still heal. Declare that a breakthrough is coming. Cry out that your tomorrow still holds a sacred plan. Do not let a passing storm dictate your forever. My dear child, think back to all those times you thought you would never make it through, yet here you are, still standing. It was not just your own strength. My hand held you up. There were moments you felt completely broken inside, yet I held your soul in the dark. There were days of absolute confusion, yet I kept guiding your feet when the path ahead was completely blank. The same hand that held you through past gales will hold you through this one too, my child. Joy is coming that you cannot even dream of right now. Peace is coming. Laughter is coming back to your face. New doors, deep healing, and sudden breakthroughs are already on their way to you. But you must trust me through the process. Do not give up halfway just because the road is steep today. The deepest changes happen in the wild seasons of complete uncertainty. My child, if this touches your spirit, type "I trust God's timing" in the comments right now as an act of raw faith over your life. Let those words tell your soul that I have not failed you, even in the long, quiet quiet seasons of waiting. Stay with me until the very end of this message, because each word is meant to build your strength, to heal your daily wounds, and to remind you of my deep, endless love. My dear child, cling to hope. Hold tight to peace. Keep the faith, because I'm still leading you home. Your story is unfolding beautifully, guided by a plan far greater than you know. My dear child, the heavy ghost of your past will try to trail you into every new chapter. Old mistakes flood your mind, and old wounds suddenly tear open. Ancient fears whisper that nothing will ever get better. If you listen, you start living as though your tomorrow was already ruined by yesterday. But listen to my voice right now. Your past might explain where your scars came from, but it has zero power over where you are going. I am still the God of new beginnings, building beautiful things from ruins. I can still pour healing right where you hurt the most. My child, stop letting yesterday rob you of tomorrow. I see the heavy memories you keep carrying deep down in your soul. They sting because betrayal ruined your trust. They sting because rejection made you doubt your value, leaving you wondering if you matter. They ache because disappointment made you terrified to hope. And since those wounds are open, you start bracing for pain before anything even happens. But hear me, my child. The people in your tomorrow are not the ones who broke you in your past. Not every new door leads to letdowns. Do not let old trauma scare you away from fresh starts. You cannot heal if you are always waiting for the next blow. My child, shame will try to tell you that you are ruined, that your mistakes have disqualified you from my holy purpose. You replay those failures over and over until guilt feels heavier than hope itself. But listen to me today. I do not define you by your worst mistakes. I see past your errors. I see the beautiful soul you are becoming through healing and surrender. Stop talking to yourself like you are the mistake. You are not cast aside forever just because you tripped. Healing starts when you learn from the winter instead of living in it. My child, there are people who never saw your heart and left you feeling invisible. They judged you without knowing your path. They pointed at your weaknesses while ignoring the silent wars you fight every single day. Because of then, doubt crept into your soul. You started wondering if you were ever going to be enough. But my child, your worth has never belonged to human hands. You were valuable long before anyone praised you, and you are still precious when they overlook you. Let my voice ring louder than the criticism that wounded your soul. My beloved child, hear me deeply today. Healing is never about pretending your pain never happened. Healing is letting me restore your heart so pain stops controlling your future. Some wounds take time because they cut deep into your very identity. Be patient with yourself. Stop condemning your heart for having hard days. Emotional healing is a quiet journey. Some days you will feel strong, other days old memories will feel heavy. But you are not failing. Keep bringing your pain to me instead of hiding it behind false strength. My child, stop shutting yourself away whenever your heart feels overwhelmed. I see those moments when exhaustion makes you pull away. You get tired of explaining your feelings, tired of pretending everything is fine. You are tired of fighting silent battles no one else can see. But do not lock your heart in loneliness forever. Keep seeking my face. Keep speaking honestly with me. I hear every prayer you whisper through your tears. I understand the feelings you cannot put into words, and I stay close when you feel spiritually weak. My beloved child, there are beautiful blessings waiting ahead, but you must let go of old pain first. You cannot fully receive my peace while gripping bitterness tight. You cannot step into new beginnings while chained to what has ended. Let go of resentment. Let go of revenge. Stop replaying those painful memories over and over in your mind. I know forgiving is hard when wounds still ache, but holding on to resentment only chains your spirit to pain. Place those heavy burdens in my hands, and that healing restore your broken heart. My child, never doubt the strength I am building in you. The battles you survived taught you compassion. The tears you wept have deepened your heart for others who suffer. The hard seasons you endured made your spirit stronger than ever. One day, you will look back and see how those painful chapters shaped your growth. Nothing you place in my hands is ever wasted. I will transform your pain into wisdom. I will turn your weakness into a testimony and your broken places into sources of healing. My child, do not believe fear when it whispers that your future is just a repeat of your past. That is not my truth. Your future is not a prisoner to past disappointments. I am still opening new doors. I am still restoring joy to your heart. I am still bringing trustworthy people into your life. I am still guiding you toward peace, purpose, and true healing. Stop expecting darkness every time you enter a new season. Not every chapter will bring the same pain. My child, keep trusting me, even when emotional healing feels slow. Some miracles happen quietly beneath the surface, long before you see them. You might not notice your own growth right away, but it is happening. Each time you choose hope over despair, healing grows stronger. Each time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, freedom deepens. Every time you keep praying through discouragement, your faith grows. My beloved child, if these words are speaking to your soul right now, I want you to type, "God is restoring my heart," in the comments as a declaration of life. Let those words remind your spirit that healing is still unfolding, even if it feels slow. Stay with me until the end of this message series, because every part is designed to strengthen your faith, help you conquer daily struggles, and remind you that your story will never end in defeat. My beloved child, hold fast to hope. Hold fast to healing. Cling to my promises, because the future ahead of you holds peace, restoration, purpose, and joy beyond your wildest dreams. My beloved child, I know your spirit grows weary because you have carried these silent battles for far too long. You try so hard to look strong for everyone else, while your heart quietly breaks beneath the surface. You smile when they ask if you are okay, yet inside you are heavy with worry and exhaustion. I know those moments deeply. I see the hidden pain you never speak of. I know the sleepless nights when fear keeps replaying endless thoughts in your mind. That is precisely why I am speaking to your heavy heart today. You do not have to carry these burdens alone anymore. I never created you to spend your life trapped under anxiety, fear, and emotional heaviness. I made your soul for peace, for purpose, and for closeness with me. My child, you spend too much energy trying to control every single outcome in your life. You overthink everything because you are terrified of disappointment. You analyze every detail because you fear making mistakes, imagining worst-case scenarios because past pain taught you to expect heartbreak. Listen closely to me today. Trying to control everything will never bring you true peace. There are some battles you cannot solve with endless thinking. Some situations must simply be placed in my hands. Trust me to guide them. Fear only grows stronger when you feed it your attention every day. That is why I keep calling you back to faith. Faith does not mean having all the answers. It means trusting me, even while questions remain. My beloved child, I know you get discouraged when life turns out differently than you expected. You thought some relationships would last forever, yet they walked away. You expected fast answers, yet the waiting lasted far longer than you planned. You expected to be stronger by now, yet some days you still feel fragile. But, my child, do not mistake delay for abandonment or weakness for failure. Growth is a quiet process, and healing unfolds layer by layer. Sometimes the strongest souls are not those who never struggle, but those who trust me through heavy emotions. My child, I want you to stop condemning yourself for simply being human. I see you ache with frustration, expecting faith to wash away every heavy emotion instantly. Yet even the most faithful hearts will tremble sometimes. Even the strongest spirits grow weary. Even those filled with hope face moments of deep discouragement. I do not ask you to pretend your struggles do not exist. Instead, learn to carry those heavy burdens directly into my presence, rather than letting them drive a wedge between us. Stop hiding your pain behind false strength. Speak to me with an open heart. I already understand the silent thoughts you cannot explain to anyone else. My beloved child, your spirit still carries wounds that need my healing touch. Some wounds were torn by rejection, some by betrayal. Others grew in moments when you felt completely unseen and unimportant to the world. Because those raw places still sting, You guard yourself, expecting rejection before love can even arrive, and anticipating disappointment before a single door can open. But my precious child, your future will not simply repeat your past pain. Do not allow fear to lock away your ability to trust again. I am still able to bring faithful, trustworthy souls into your life. I can still open beautiful doors before you and restore deep joy where you once felt nothing but heartbreak. My beloved child, there are seasons when dark, heavy thoughts become so familiar that you simply stop questioning their truth. You whisper to yourself that you are not enough, that nothing will ever change, that only disappointment lies ahead. But hear me. Those whispers do not come from me. My voice speaks pure hope over your life. My voice whispers that your story is still being written, and that deep healing is always possible. My voice declares that your identity is never defined by your worst failures. Stop agreeing with every dark thought that slips into your mind. Guard your spirit. What you feed your mind will eventually shape the very atmosphere of your heart. My child, I know there are nights when loneliness feels crushing. You can be standing in a crowded room and still feel utterly isolated, because no one else can see the fierce battles raging inside your thoughts. But listen to me, you are not alone. Through every shifting season, I am standing right beside you. I hear your every silent, desperate prayer. I see every hidden tear you cry. I am close, even when your emotions make you feel so far from me. Do not let isolation pull you from my presence. Keep seeking my face. Keep praying even when the words refuse to come. Sometimes, your quiet tears are the most powerful prayers, reaching my heart instantly. My beloved child, there are beautiful blessings waiting ahead that your current pain blinds you from seeing. Peaceful seasons are preparing to unfold. I am preparing restored relationships for you. I am preparing new smiles, fresh opportunities, powerful breakthroughs, and overflowing moments of joy in your tomorrow. But you must keep pressing forward through this valley instead of surrendering to despair. Do not walk away just because the path feels steep. Remember, my most beautiful, lasting work often takes place when your world feels completely shaken and uncertain. My child, remember the battles you thought would completely destroy you, yet here you are, standing. That was never by your own strength alone. My grace carried you. When your weary spirit had nothing left, I quietly held you up. When absolute confusion clouded your vision, I was there. I guided your steps when you could not see 2 inches in front of you. And as your God, the hand that protected you yesterday will shield you tomorrow. My beloved child, stop painting your future in the dark colors of fear. Stop speaking hopelessness over your life day after day. Speak words of faith once more. Speak healing over your body. Speak gentle peace to your anxious mind, and declare that your life still holds great purpose. Declare that joy, restoration, and divine breakthroughs are still yours. Your story will not end in defeat just because this hour is heavy. If my words are speaking directly to your spirit today, declare it openly by typing, "My hope is in God," as a testimony over your life. Let that declaration remind your soul that even when the winds rage, your anchor of hope is firmly held by me. Stay with me until the end of this message. Every word is designed to strengthen your faith, guide you through daily struggles, and remind you how deeply I love you. My beloved child, cling to faith, cling to peace, cling to hope. I am still guiding your steps, still mending your heart, and still preparing beautiful things for your tomorrow. My beloved child, I know there are nights when you wonder if anyone truly sees the silent battles raging within your heart. You carry heavy responsibilities, expectations, and disappointments, trying so hard to stay strong for everyone around you, while your heart aches. At times, the sheer weight of it all is so crushing that your spirit feels completely exhausted before your eyes even open. But today, I ask you to quiet your mind and listen to my voice. You never have to pretend with me, nor hide your weakness from my sight. I already know every fear you hold, every question buried in your thoughts, and every silent tear you weep in the dark when no one is watching. Yet even knowing it all, my love for you has never faltered. My child, you often measure your worth by your accomplishments, your productivity, or the shifting approval of others. A little success brings brief confidence, but when failure strikes, or criticism comes, or life turns hard, your entire sense of security suddenly collapses. This happens because you have tried to build your identity on shifting sand. Human praise is fleeting and changes constantly. Your circumstances shift. Success comes and goes. But my love for you stands absolutely unshakable through every storm. Your worth does not grow when you are praised, nor does it vanish when you are rejected. You are precious simply because you are mine. Stop letting temporary things define you. My beloved child, I know your heart feels completely drained from carrying so many heavy disappointments. Answers have taken longer than you hoped. Dreams have shattered, and certain relationships have left raw scars that still ache deep within your spirit. Because of those wounds, fear keeps whispering that nothing good will ever last for you. But listen to my voice today. Your past pain is not a sign to give up on hope. Do not let old heartbreaks convince you that your future holds nothing beautiful. I can still bring joy back to your life. I can still bring peace where confusion rules. I can still open doors that no fear, failure, or regret can ever lock shut. My child, sometimes your overthinking steals away your peace before any real trouble even shows up. Your mind races through endless what-ifs, imagining the worst before anything has even happened. Fear drains your energy because you try to control what you cannot. I never asked you to carry tomorrow's heavy burdens while you are still standing in today. Just trust me, one step at a time. I already know the future you dread. I already stand in the tomorrow that worries your heart today. Nothing ahead is bigger than my power to guide you. Stop letting fear call the shots. My beloved child, I know there are moments when loneliness feels too heavy to bear. You might be surrounded by people, yet still feel completely unseen because nobody understands the silent battles raging in your soul. But my child, you are never truly alone. Even on those dark nights when your thoughts weigh heavy and your heart is tired, I am right there. I hear your quietest prayers. I see your hidden tears. I know the fears you cannot put into words. I still walk beside you, even when you feel so far away. My child, stop believing the lie that your weakness ruins the great purpose I have for you. The people I used most powerfully were often the ones who felt broken and afraid. Your weakness is never proof that I have abandoned you. Your weakness is often the exact place where my strength shines brightest. Stop waiting until you feel fully brave before you take a step of obedience. Courage grows as you trust. Faith deepens as you surrender. Healing comes with time. My beloved child, I need you to understand something vital today. Not every locked door was a punishment. Some of those doors closed simply because I was protecting you. Some connections ended because they could not walk with you into the future I built. Some letdowns saved you from paths that would have broken your spirit. Trust me, even when you do not understand why things happened. One day you will look back and see those painful endings were actually my shield of protection. My child, there are blessings waiting ahead that your tired eyes cannot see just yet. Peaceful mornings are coming. Healed hearts are coming. Restored relationships, new open doors, and breakthrough moments are waiting in your tomorrow. But you must keep walking instead of giving up. Do not let fleeting feelings convince you that your whole story is broken. Seasons shift. Pain fades. Things change. And I can still build beautiful things from the very places you thought were completely shattered. My beloved child, stop declaring defeat over your life. The quiet words you whisper to yourself shape the climate of your soul. When you always look for failure, your heart gets trapped in fear. Instead, start speaking life over yourself. Speak peace to your mind. Speak healing to your heart. Speak hope to your tomorrow. Remind yourself that your story still has a beautiful purpose. Believe that your future still holds joy, growth, and renewal. Do not let fear drown out my promises. Child, remember the battles you already won. You faced seasons you thought would break you completely. Yet here you are, still standing. That was not your own strength doing the holding. My grace carried you when your emotions shattered. My presence held you close on those dark nights when confusion clouded your path. And I, the Lord who carried you through past storms, will carry you through this one too. My beloved child, if my voice is reaching your soul right now, type "God is my strength" in the comments to claim this truth today. Let those words remind you that you do not have to carry this load alone. Stay with me until the end of this message, because each part is built to strengthen your faith and remind you of my deep love. If these words of mine are healing your heart and helping you grow, please like this video right now. Subscribe to this channel and share my message with someone who desperately needs hope today. If you feel led to support this ministry so my words can reach hurting hearts worldwide, you can help through the link provided below. My beloved child, remember this before you go. I am still right here with you. I am still guiding your steps, and your story is unfolding according to a purpose far greater than you can see. My child, I see how tired your heart gets from carrying heavy duties that no one else notices. You wake up trying to stay strong while fighting a silent battle against fear, pressure, and deep exhaustion. Sometimes you pour yourself out for everyone else, while quietly wondering who is going to help carry the heavy weight inside your own soul. But today, I want you to stop for a moment and listen closely to my voice. You do not have to carry every heavy load alone anymore. I never designed you to live crushed by constant pressure. I made you to walk closely with me, finding rest in my presence and strength when you are weak. My child, you drown in overwhelm because you try to control what you cannot. You replay conversations over and over, searching for answers, predicting the worst, and bracing for pain before anything has even happened. But worry cannot shield your future. Fear cannot bring you peace. Overthinking cannot win your battles. Some things must simply be left in my hands through trust. My beloved child, I know trust is hard when life has wounded you deeply. Heartbreak taught you to expect pain, and betrayal made you guard your heart. Delays made you wonder if I even hear your prayers. But hear me clearly today. I am still faithful, even in confusing times. My child, sometimes you compare your life to others and quietly ask me why your journey has to be so hard. You see others celebrate their breakthroughs, while you still pray to me for the strength to survive. You wonder why my healing feels so slow. You wonder why my answers seem so delayed. But stop comparing your journey to the path of someone else. You cannot see the story behind another life, just as they cannot see yours. The path I prepared for you is unique, and my timing is always intentional. Some bloom quickly above the surface, while others spend long seasons growing deep roots underneath before their beauty finally shows. Do not mistake slow growth for failure. Even now I am strengthening your spirit in ways you cannot yet see. My beloved child, there are wounds in your heart that still need healing. Some came from rejection, and some from abandonment. Some came from moments when you trusted people who hurt you deeply, and because of that, fear now whispers that everyone will eventually leave, disappoint, or betray you. But my child, the future will not simply repeat your past pain. Do not let old wounds close your heart to the world. Healing requires courage. Trust requires courage. And though fear whispers that protecting yourself emotionally will keep you safe, absolute isolation only deepens your loneliness. My child, there are also times when shame constantly replays your worst mistakes inside your mind. You remember words you wish you never spoke, choices you regret, and seasons you wish to erase completely. But listen closely to me today. Your past mistakes never disqualify you from my love. Your failures cannot cancel the beautiful purpose I still have for your life. Stop talking as though your broken moments are your permanent identity. You are still capable of growing, and you are still capable of healing. You can still become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate through the lessons of your pain. My beloved child, I need you to understand something deeply today. Not every painful season is a punishment from me. Sometimes, difficult times are simply where your spirit learns to grow stronger. Some lessons are only learned through struggle, and some forms of wisdom can only be built while waiting. Some of your deepest transformations happen quietly, when everything feels uncertain. Do not give up just because the process is uncomfortable. Strong trees develop in fierce storms, not in endless comfort. My child, there are blessings ahead that your current pain cannot even imagine. Peaceful seasons are ahead. Moments of healing are coming. I have relationships waiting for you that will not wound you like the old ones did. New opportunities, breakthroughs, and restored joy are waiting in your future. You must keep moving forward instead of giving in to hopelessness. Fear wants you to believe this current pain is permanent. But that is simply not the truth. Seasons shift, circumstances change, and healing takes time. I am still leading you forward, even when the path feels unclear. My beloved child, stop letting negative thoughts drown out my promises over your life. The words you repeat in your mind shape the atmosphere of your spirit. When you constantly expect disappointment, your heart is slowly imprisoned by fear. Instead, begin speaking hope again. Speak peace over your thoughts. Speak healing over your emotions once more. Declare that your life still has purpose, and your future still holds joy and restoration. Never let temporary emotions define your eternal identity. My child, I know there are nights when the loneliness feels overwhelming, nights when your heart is exhausted from carrying quiet battles that nobody else understands. But you are never alone in those moments. I'm still close, even when your feelings make me seem far away. I hear every prayer you whisper through your tears. I understand the fears you cannot explain to anyone else. And I keep walking beside you, even when your faith feels weak. My beloved child, remember the battles you have already survived. There were times you thought you would never recover, yet here you are, standing today. That was not your strength alone. My grace carried you. My presence sustained you. And as I carried you through past storms, I will surely carry you again. If these words are speaking to your spirit right now, type, "God is leading thee forward," in the comments as a declaration over your life. Let those words remind your spirit, but even in the most difficult seasons, I am still guiding your steps. Stay with me until the end of this message series. Each part is designed to strengthen your faith, help you in daily struggles, and remind you of my deep love. My beloved child, hold on to hope, peace, and trust. I am still restoring your heart, still strengthening your spirit, and preparing beautiful things for your future. My beloved child, sometimes your heart grows so tired from carrying hidden pain that even the simplest days begin to feel incredibly heavy. You keep trying to move forward, while silently fighting mental battles that no one else can possibly understand. On some days, you are emotionally drained before the morning even begins. Fear, disappointment, and uncertainty circle your mind until you feel completely exhausted. But today, I want you to stop and truly listen to my voice. You do not have to live under constant emotional pressure. You do not have to pretend you are strong every single day. I see the battles you hide from others. I see the tears you wipe away in silence. And I am near when you feel weakest. My child, you often get trapped in your own thoughts, replaying painful conversations and endlessly overanalyzing every situation. You imagine future disappointment before anything even happens, and slowly, anxiety steals your peace. But listen carefully to me today. Fear grows when you feed it attention. Overthinking cannot create peace, and worry cannot protect your future. Some battles cannot be solved by exhausting your mind. Some burdens must be surrendered into my hands. I know trusting me feels hard sometimes, because your past pain taught you to expect disappointment. My beloved child, your pain does not change my faithfulness. I remain constant, even when your world feels completely shaken. My child, I see those moments when loneliness grows heavier than you can ever put into words. You can be surrounded by crowds, yet feel completely unseen, because nobody understands the silent struggles raging in your soul. I know you are tired of explaining your pain, tired of pretending you are fine, tired of carrying heavy, invisible burdens while trying to survive each day. But I promise, you are never alone. In your quietest battles, I am right here. I hear every tear-soaked prayer. I understand every single emotion you cannot find words to describe. I keep walking beside you, even when your faith feels like a flickering spark. My child, Reject the lie that your weakness makes you useless to my purpose. My strongest warriors are those who keep stepping forward despite the fear, despite the deep ache, and despite the endless uncertainty. Your struggles never diminish your worth. These painful seasons cannot erase the grand design and purpose I still hold for your life. Your deepest spiritual growth happens when you feel utterly weak. Pain stretches your compassion, and the quiet waiting builds an unbreakable patience. Difficulties breed a sacred wisdom that easy comfort can never produce. My child, I see the wounds in your heart that need healing. Wounds born from rejection. Some came from betrayal, from moments when you felt discarded and unloved. Because those old wounds still sting, fear tells you to build walls to protect your fragile heart. So you hesitate to trust. You hesitate to hope. You find it hard to believe that good things are still coming your way. But hear me, my child. Your next chapters will not repeat the pain of your past. I am fully able to restore your heart and help you trust again. I am preparing beautiful connections, quiet moments of peace, and true joy just ahead. My child, promise me you will stop blaming yourself for healing slowly. You get frustrated, expecting your broken heart to mend overnight. But true healing is a quiet, gradual journey. Some blows struck the deepest parts of your identity, and they take time to rebuild. Be gentle with yourself while I put the pieces back together. Do not feel guilty for having heavy days. Growth is never a straight line, and healing is not pretending you were never hurt. Healing is bringing that raw pain directly to me, instead of letting it dictate your future. My beloved child, stop letting shame replay your old failures in your mind. You dwell on regrets you desperately wish you could undo. You worry that past choices have ruined your future forever. Listen to my voice today. Your failures can never outrun my mercy. Your mistakes are never stronger than my power to rebuild your life. Stop defining yourself by the moments you regret. Learn from them, grow through them, but do not make those dark places your permanent home. Your story still holds a beautiful purpose far beyond this broken season. My child, I have blessings prepared that your tear-filled eyes cannot see yet. Peaceful mornings are coming. Deep, lasting emotional healing is ahead. Answered prayers, restored confidence, and pure joy are waiting in your tomorrow. Keep walking through this dark valley. Do not surrender to the whisper of hopelessness. My greatest miracles often happen quietly beneath the soil before breaking through. Just because your progress is slow does not mean you are not growing. My beloved child, stop declaring defeat over your life. The words you repeat in your mind shape the very atmosphere of your soul. When you constantly look for failure, discouragement chains your heart. I want you to start speaking words of faith again. Speak healing to your wounded emotions. Speak peace to your busy mind. Declare that your future holds my destiny, and declare that joy will return. Declare that your story does not end in defeat just because the road is hard. My child, remember how many fierce battles I already brought you through. There were nights when you thought you would never survive the pain. Yet, here you are, still standing. That was not your own strength. My grace carried you when your heart was shattered. My presence held you through the darkness and fear. I, who protected you yesterday, will lead you safely into tomorrow. My beloved child, if my voice is speaking directly to your spirit right now, type, "God is healing my soul" in the comments as a bold declaration over your life. Let this remind your aching heart that my healing work is unfolding, even in the darkest times. Keep listening with me until the end of this message, because every word is designed to rebuild your trembling faith, to help you stand firm against daily struggles, and to remind you that I love you beyond measure. My beloved child, hold tightly to hope, peace, and faith. I'm actively restoring your heart, pouring strength into your spirit, and preparing beautiful things for your future. My child, there are moments when life is so heavy that your tired spirit wonders how much longer you can carry this silent weight inside. You push through your daily tasks while fighting silent battles that no one else can see. Some days, Your mind is overwhelmed before the sun even rises. Fear whispers endless doubts about tomorrow. Memories of yesterday still sting, and a deep emotional weariness slowly steals away your peace. But today, I need you to pause and listen closely to my voice. You do not have to fight alone. I have never once left your side. Even when you felt spiritually dry and emotionally exhausted, my presence stood guard through every single storm. My child, you put too much impossible pressure on yourself. You expect yourself to be endlessly strong, productive, emotionally stable, and always capable of handling everything perfectly. When you stumble, you crush yourself with disappointment. But listen to me today. You are wonderfully human, and I understand your weakness deeper than anyone else. I never demanded that you be perfect before reaching for me. I never asked you to mask your raw pain behind a wall of false strength. Bring your fears to me. Lay your exhaustion in my presence. Bring me your confusion and disappointment. I do not need polished words or perfect prayers. Even your silent tears cry out to my heart. My beloved child, deep wounds still linger in your spirit, twisting the way you see yourself. Rejection made you question your worth. Betrayal made you fear trust. And disappointment made you afraid to ever hope again. Because those painful wounds still linger, fear tries to shield you by bracing for the worst before anything even happens. But my child, expecting pain will never bring you peace. A guarded heart may escape disappointment, but it also struggles to truly experience joy, deep connection, and healing. Do not let past pain rule your future forever. I can still restore everything fear tried to break inside you. My child, comparison is quietly stealing the gratitude from your spirit. You look at others and wonder why their paths seem so much easier, happier, or more successful than your own. You measure your progress, your relationships, and your healing against theirs, until heavy discouragement starts filling your heart. But you must stop comparing your story to theirs. You cannot see the quiet battles they fight, just as they cannot see your sacred journey. The path I handcrafted for your life is unique. The timing I set for your growth is beautiful and intentional. Some blessings take longer because I am building deep, unshakable foundations in your spirit first. My beloved child, I know you get frustrated when healing feels so slow. You pray for peace, yet anxiety still creeps in. You pray for restoration, yet those wounds still ache. You cry out for clarity, yet confusion still hangs over your life. Remember, healing is rarely instant. Real growth unfolds slowly, day by day. Deep transformation happens quietly beneath the surface, long before any change is seen. Be patient with yourself. Do not condemn your soul for having hard days. You are still growing, even when your emotions fluctuate. My child, reject the lie that your past mistakes have ruined your future. I know there are mistakes you regret deeply and seasons you wish you could erase. But your past cannot cancel my divine purpose for you. Learn from those painful moments, but do not stay locked in a prison of shame. My mercy is infinitely greater than your failures. My grace outshines your deepest regrets, and your future holds beautiful meaning far beyond the brokenness behind you. My child, listen closely to me today. Not every delay you experience is a rejection. Some of your waiting seasons exist because I am actively protecting you. Sometimes delays prepare your spirit for the blessings that are coming. I close certain doors because I see hidden dangers that you cannot yet recognize. Trust me, even when life is confusing, because I see the whole picture. You only see a tiny fragment, my child, on those heavy nights when loneliness overwhelms you. Nights when your thoughts spiral and your heart quietly aches for my comfort, my peace, and my understanding. But even in those dark hours, you are never abandoned. I'm standing right beside you, hearing every single silent prayer. I see every hidden tear, walking beside you even when your emotions make me feel far away. Do not isolate yourself in painful seasons. Keep seeking my presence. Keep speaking honestly with me. Sometimes, your healing begins simply when you refuse to surrender on the hardest days. My beloved child, there are blessings ahead of you that your current pain cannot even imagine. Peaceful mornings are coming. Restored smiles are waiting. Beautiful relationships, answered prayers, and pure joy are waiting in your future. But you must keep moving forward instead of giving in to hopelessness. Do not let temporary pain convince you that your whole story is ruined. Seasons change, healing takes root, and I am always working behind the scenes. Even when progress feels painfully slow, my child, stop speaking defeat and hopelessness over your life. The words you speak shape the very atmosphere of your spirit. If you constantly expect disappointment, you lock your heart inside a prison of fear. Instead, speak faith again. Speak healing to your mind. Speak peace to your emotions. And declare that your future still carries my great purpose. Declare that joy will return and your life will not end in defeat. My beloved child, remember how many dark storms you have already survived. There were moments when you believed you would never heal. Yet here you are, still standing. That was not your strength alone. My grace carried you. My presence sustained you through nights of terror and confusion. I, who brought you through those storms, will guide you through this one. If these words of mine are speaking directly to your spirit right now, type, "God is restoring my peace," in the comments as a bold declaration over your life. Let those words remind you that peace is possible in hard seasons. Stay with me until the end of this message, because every word is designed to strengthen your faith, to help you apply truth to your daily struggles, and to remind you that you are deeply loved by me. My beloved child, hold on to hope, hold on to faith, hold on to my promises. I am still healing your heart, still strengthening your spirit, and preparing beautiful things for your future. My beloved child, there are times when your heart is completely exhausted from trying to carry yesterday's pain and tomorrow's fears all at once. You replay old disappointments while constantly worrying about what comes next, and slowly, your spirit gets trapped between regret and anxiety. Some mornings you are emotionally drained before the day even begins, because your mind never rests. But today, I want you to pause and listen closely to my voice. I did not design you to live imprisoned by constant fear and emotional heaviness. I created you to walk with me one step at a time, trusting that my presence will guide you through every storm and uncertain season. My child, you spend so much energy fighting imaginary battles inside your mind that have not even happened yet. Fear whispers worst-case scenarios repeatedly until anxiety feels normal. You imagine rejection before a single conversation even takes place. You dread failure before opportunities begin, and heartbreak before love can even grow. But hear me clearly today. Fear cannot predict your future. Fear only wants to steal the peace of your present. Stop letting dark what-ifs grow stronger in your mind than my eternal promises over your life. My beloved child, I see those deep wounds inside your spirit that still shape your thoughts. I know how past pain broke your trust in others. Heavy disappointments made you afraid to hope deeply again. Cruel betrayals taught you to build walls to protect your fragile heart. Because of those scars, you constantly brace yourself for the same old pain. But hear me, your future seasons will not mirror your past. I am still bringing beautiful new beginnings to you. I am still restoring joy where deep sorrow used to live. I am preparing honest souls, quiet pathways, and moments of pure healing right in front of you. My child, there are still quiet moments when heavy shame replays old failures inside your mind. You still remember regrets you wish you could undo. Moments when terror drove your choices, and seasons when you felt spiritually lost, broken, and completely overwhelmed. But listen, my beloved child, your mistakes do not define who you are. Your worst days are not your permanent name. Stop talking about yourself as if your mistakes are somehow bigger than my endless mercy. I am still restoring your quiet confidence. I am still rebuilding your life. I am still shaping your unique story for a grand purpose, far beyond your wild dreams. My child, stop expecting healing to happen in a single day. You feel so frustrated because those old wounds still sting after endless prayers for peace. But deep emotional healing takes time. Some scars reach the deepest corners of your soul, demanding quiet patience while I restore you. Please, Be gentle with yourself through this. Do not blame yourself for having hard days. Real healing does not mean pretending the pain never happened. Healing is learning to carry your journey without letting it dictate your tomorrow. My beloved child, I know there are seasons when loneliness feels far too heavy to put into words. You might wear a smile outside while feeling completely numb within. You can be lost in a crowd and still feel totally unseen, since no one knows the battles raging inside. But listen to my voice today. You are never abandoned. I am holding you close, even in the darkest, quietest nights. I hear every whisper. I see every secret tear. I am still walking right beside you, even when your emotions make you feel so far away from me. My child, there are grand blessings waiting for you that your current trials hide from view. Peaceful, quiet mornings are coming. True emotional healing is ahead. I am preparing relationships for you that will never break your heart like the old ones did. Fresh doors, miraculous breakthroughs, and answered prayers are waiting in your tomorrow. Keep trusting me through this process and do not give up hope. Often, my most beautiful work in you happens when your growth feels completely invisible. My beloved child, stop comparing your life to those around you. Comparison only robs you of gratitude and leaves you empty and discouraged. You watch how fast others seem to go and wonder why your own path feels so slow. But you do not know their hidden struggles, just as they do not know yours. My timing for your life is perfect and deliberate. Great blessings require deep preparation. Some seeds must stay buried longer in the dark before they can bloom. Trust my timing, even when the wait is hard. My child, stop declaring defeat over your life. The words you whisper to yourself create the very atmosphere of your soul. When you only look for disappointment, fear grows stronger than faith. Speak hope over your life once more. Speak my peace into your anxious mind. Speak healing to your emotions. Declare that your future is packed with purpose and that true joy is coming back to you. Declare that your story does not end in defeat just because this season hurts. My beloved child, look back at what you have already survived. You once thought you would never heal from certain heartbreaks, yet here you are, still standing. That was not done by your strength alone. My grace carried you through long, sleepless nights of fear and confusion. I was right there with you when you felt completely overwhelmed. And I, who carried you through every past storm, will surely guide you through this one too. My child, you often wonder if your prayers matter because my answers seem delayed. But I hear every whisper, even when your words are weak and broken. Answers take time because I am working behind the scenes on things you cannot see. Trust me, my delays are never my rejections. Often, the wait is simply preparing you for greater things. My beloved child, if these words are speaking directly to your spirit, type, "I will trust God through every season," in the comments as a declaration. Let this remind your soul that my faithfulness has never failed you. Keep watching this message series until the end, because each part is designed to strengthen your faith, help you face your daily struggles with truth, and remind you that you are deeply loved by me. My beloved child, hold on to peace, hold on to hope, hold on to faith, because I am still restoring your heart, directing your steps, and shaping a beautiful future for you. My beloved child, I know there are moments you silently wonder if these deep battles in your heart will ever truly end. You are tired of carrying silent pain that no one else can see. Some mornings you wake up already exhausted because your mind spent all night wrestling with fear and overthinking. You try to stay strong for everyone else while whispering to yourself, wondering how much longer you can carry this heavy weight alone. But today, I want you to pause and really listen to my voice. You are not fighting these battles alone. Even when your faith is thin and your heart is tired, my presence has never left your side. I've walked with you through every single storm. My child, you put heavy pressure on yourself, but I never asked you to bear. You expect yourself to have all the answers. You struggle to always stay strong, trying to know your next step. And when confusion strikes, you break down in frustration. Listen to my voice today. You do not have to understand everything to trust me. Your faith grows deepest when you walk forward, even with unanswered questions. Never believe that this uncertainty means I have left you. Your spirit grows most when you lean on me with all your weight. My beloved child, there are deep wounds inside your heart that still shape how you see yourself. Rejection made you question your worth. Betrayal made you afraid to trust. Delays made you wonder if your prayers even reached my ears. Slowly, fear began shaping your expectations of tomorrow. You started looking for disappointment before my opportunities could even reach you. You guarded your heart so tightly that even hope felt dangerous. But my child, the chapters ahead will not simply repeat the pain of your past. I am still the one who restores your joy. I am still the one bringing faithful people into your story. I'm still healing those deep fractures that fear said would stay broken forever. My child, I see how shame replays old failures in your mind. You carry the weight of regrets. You remember seasons when fear held the pen to your choices, and you wonder in the quiet if those failures ruined your future. But hear my voice today. Your mistakes are never stronger than my mercy. Your shattered moments cannot overpower my promise to restore you. Stop defining yourself by your hardest seasons. Learn from them, grow through them, but do not stay locked inside them forever. Your future holds purpose far beyond your pain. My beloved child, I know those nights when loneliness weighs heavy, nights when your heart is a lead weight and your mind will not rest. You smile for others by day, while secretly drowning in exhaustion. But I've never left you in those dark hours. I catch every silent prayer whispered through your tears. I understand the terrors you cannot explain to a soul, and I keep walking beside you, even when your emotions make me feel miles away. My child, stop letting your overthinking rob you of my peace each day. You burn so much strength, bracing for the worst, that you drain your spirit before the battle begins. Fear whispers to prepare for disaster instead of trusting my faithfulness. But anxiety cannot guard your tomorrow. Your overthinking will never build a fortress of peace. Some burdens must simply be surrendered into my hands. I already know the future you fear, and I am already standing in the tomorrows that trouble you today. And nothing ahead is larger than my power to lead you through. My beloved child, there are blessings waiting that your current struggles cannot even fathom. Peaceful mornings are coming. Healed hearts are on the way. Breakthroughs, restored confidence, and answered prayers are already waiting in your future. But you must keep walking, rather than yielding to discouragement. The most beautiful transformations often happen deep beneath the soil before breaking through. Just because growth is slow does not mean my healing is absent. My child, stop measuring your journey against those around you. Comparison robs you of gratitude and fills your spirit with bitter frustration. You look at others, wondering why their path seems so smooth or successful. But you cannot see their hidden struggles, just as they cannot see yours. The path I carve for you is entirely unique. Some blessings demand a deeper preparation. Some growth takes a longer winter because I'm strengthening your roots before doors swing wide. My beloved child, stop speaking defeat over your life. The words you echo in your mind shape the weather of your soul. If you constantly expect failure, fear slowly suffocates your faith. Instead, speak life again. Speak healing over your broken emotions and command my peace over your thoughts. Declare that your future still holds purpose, joy, and restoration. Do not let temporary pain define your eternal identity. My child, look at how many battles you have already won. There were times you thought your heart would never heal. Yet, here you are, standing today. That was not your strength alone. My grace carried you. My presence sustained you through nights of confusion and exhaustion. And the same hand that protected you yesterday will lead you tomorrow. My beloved child, I know waiting hurts when the answers seem delayed. But a delay from me is never a rejection. Sometimes I am preparing your heart for what is coming. Other times I am shielding you from paths that would crush your spirit. Trust my timing, even when it is hard. I see the grand design, while you see only a single step. If these words are touching your heart right now, type "God is restoring my future" in the comments as a promise over your life. Let those words remind your spirit that your future is not ruined by past pain. Keep watching until the end of this message series, because every part is crafted to strengthen your faith, help you overcome daily struggles, and remind you that I love you deeply. If these messages are encouraging your heart and helping you grow closer to me, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this message with someone who needs hope today. And if you feel led to support this ministry, so my words can keep reaching hurting hearts across the earth, find the link below. My beloved child, hold on to peace, hold on to faith, hold on to hope. I am still restoring your heart, guiding your steps, and preparing beautiful things for your tomorrow. My beloved child, I know those moments when your heart whispers questions you would never dare speak aloud to anyone else. You wonder if your life will ever truly find peace again. You wonder if this heavy weight inside your soul will ever lift. You wonder if the prayers you whisper through your tears are actually reaching my ears. When my answers seem slow to arrive, a quiet discouragement tries to take hold of your heart. But today, I ask you to pause. Stop for a moment and listen closely to my voice. I have never ignored a single cry of your soul, nor have I ever abandoned you in your pain. Even when you felt entirely forgotten and spent, my hand never left your life. My child, do not judge your whole future by your current emotions. When your spirit grows weary, you start believing that things will never change for the better. When letdowns happen, you brace for even more pain. When fear grows loud in your mind, you start painting dark, hopeless futures that do not even exist. But feelings do not dictate truth. These fleeting emotions cannot shape your eternal destiny. Stop letting fear drown out the quiet voice of faith in your soul. Fear wants to make you believe that your story ends in defeat. But my beloved, your story is still unfolding, driven by a purpose far grander than you can see right now. I know there are deep wounds in your spirit that still ache. Some pain came from rejection, some from betrayal. Other wounds grew from the moments you opened your heart completely, only to have your trust broken. Because you were hurt so deeply, fear now whispers that you must shield yourself, expecting heartbreak even before my new blessings can reach you. But listen to my voice today. Not everyone will betray you. Not every season is meant to leave you wounded. Your future chapters will not simply repeat the pain of your past. I can restore your ability to trust, bringing healthy connections, peaceful paths, and true joy into your life. My beloved, there are also times when shame tries to loop your old failures inside your mind. You relive the regrets and remember those times when you felt weak, lost, and broken. You wonder if those failures have permanently ruined what lies ahead. But my child, your mistakes can never outrun my grace. Your darkest, most broken seasons are never greater than my power to rebuild your life. Do not build your identity around your worst moments. Learn from them, grow through them, but refuse to remain trapped in them forever. My plans for you stretch far beyond the pain you have known. My child, stop comparing your path to the paths of those around you. Comparison quietly robs your heart of gratitude, replacing it with doubt. You watch others and wonder why their healing comes faster, why their prayers are answered sooner, or why their lives seem so peaceful. But you cannot see the hidden struggles in their journey, just as they cannot truly see yours. The path I am leading you down is highly intentional. Some blessings simply require a deeper preparation. Certain seasons demand deeper roots before any growth shows. Trust my timing, even when the waiting hurts. My beloved child, listen to what I must tell you today. Your waiting seasons are never wasted. Even when progress seems completely hidden, growth is happening deep beneath the surface. In the quiet wait, I am strengthening your character. I am deepening your faith, teaching your soul endurance, patience, and absolute trust. The strongest souls are not those who escape the storm, but those who learned to keep believing in me right in the middle of it. My child, I know those nights when loneliness feels too heavy to explain, when your thoughts scream loudly and your heart aches for a quiet, comforting peace. You might feel isolated, believing no one understands the quiet battles waging in your spirit. But hear me clearly today. You are never truly alone. I am right beside you through every sleepless night, every fearful thought, and every painful moment. I hear every silent prayer you weep into the dark. I understand the feelings you cannot find words for, and I will keep walking beside you, even when your faith feels entirely exhausted. My beloved, stop speaking defeat over your life. The words you declare shape the very climate of your soul. If you only expect letdowns, fear will slowly choke out your faith. Begin speaking life once more. Declare peace over your restless mind and whisper healing over your bruised emotions. Declare that your future holds joy, renewal, and holy purpose. Speak over yourself that your story does not end in defeat just because this hour hurts. My child, remember the fierce battles you have already survived. There were times you truly believed you would never heal from the pain, yet here you stand today. That was not by your strength alone. My grace carried you, and my presence held you through nights of terror and exhaustion. And the same hand that held you through past storms will carry you through this one. My beloved, I have blessings prepared that you cannot even dream of yet. Peaceful mornings are coming. Your heart will heal. Answered prayers, restored confidence, and beautiful opportunities are waiting for you just ahead. But you must keep taking steps forward instead of giving up to despair. Remember, the most beautiful transformations always happen in secret, long before they are revealed. My child, I see you questioning if you have the strength to go on. But strength is not the absence of struggle. It is trusting me, even with a heavy heart. It is choosing to press forward, one single step at a time, even when the path is entirely uncertain. And my beloved child, you are far stronger than you know, because my hand has held you up all along. If these words are touching your soul right now, type, "God is working all things for my good," in the comments below, as a declaration over your life. Let those words anchor your spirit, knowing even painful times are working for your healing. Keep watching this message series until the very end, because every part is crafted to build your faith, help you face daily trials, and remind you that you are deeply loved by me. My beloved child, cling to hope, hold fast to peace, and rest in trust. For I am actively restoring your broken heart, guiding your path, and preparing beautiful things for your future. My beloved child, there are days when the weight in your chest feels so heavy that even breathing feels like a chore. You struggle to step forward while silently carrying deep fears, wounds, and unanswered questions that no one else around you could ever comprehend. Some days your spirit feels exhausted before the morning even starts because your mind is constantly spinning. But today, I need you to pause. Just stop and listen closely to my voice. I never created you to carry all these heavy burdens alone. I've always been right beside you. Even when your heart was weary and your faith faltered, my presence never once left you. My child, you get trapped so easily in fear of tomorrow. You play out the absolute worst scenarios before they even happen. You overthink every conversation, every choice, because past hurt taught you to only expect disappointment. Slowly, anxiety begins to steal away your peace. But hear me clearly today. Fear cannot write your future, and worry cannot protect your destiny. Overthinking will never bring you peace. The more you stare at what could go wrong, the harder it is to see my hand protecting you. Stop feeding your fears. Feed your spirit with my truth instead. My beloved child, there are deep wounds inside you that still distort how you look at yourself. Rejection made you question your value. Betrayal made you too afraid to ever fully trust again. The waiting made you wonder if your prayers even mattered. Now, fear tries to protect you by telling you to give up hope before it even arrives. But my child, your future will not simply repeat your painful past. I'm still the God who restores joy where sorrow once lived. I can still bring faithful people into your life. I'm still able to open doors of peace right before you. My child, do not condemn yourself for still struggling. You get frustrated because wounds still ache even after praying for healing over and over. But healing is a journey. Deep emotional scars take time, and restoration is a patient process. Be gentle with yourself along the way. Do not carry shame for having hard days. Growth is not perfection, And healing is not pretending the hurt never happened. Healing is simply taking the next step forward, trusting me to rebuild your heart, piece by piece. My beloved child, I see how shame replays your past mistakes over and over in your mind. You remember when fear directed your every step. You replay choices you desperately wish you could undo. You wonder if those moments ruined your destiny forever. But listen closely to me today. Your failures do not define you. Your darkest seasons are not your permanent identity. Stop talking about yourself as if your brokenness is your whole story. My mercy is far greater than your mistakes. My grace outweighs your deep regrets. Your future still holds beautiful purpose beyond the pain you left behind. My child, I know those nights when loneliness is crushing, when your thoughts scream and your heart quietly begs for comfort, peace, and understanding. You can be in a crowded room and still feel invisible, because no one truly sees the silent battles raging within your soul. But my beloved child, you are never alone. I am right there in every anxious breath, every terrifying moment, and every tear you weep in secret. I hear the faint prayers you whisper from pure exhaustion. I understand the pain you cannot put into words, and I walk beside you even when your faith is fading. My beloved child, please stop comparing your life to those around you. Comparison quietly robs your soul of gratitude, leaving only discouragement. You watch others and wonder why their path looks so much easier, or why they seem to move so much faster. But you do not see the hidden struggles behind their success, just as they cannot see yours. My timing for your life is beautifully intentional. Some of my blessings require deeper preparation. Some seasons demand stronger roots beneath the soil before any fruit can grow. Trust my timing, even when the wait is agonizing. My child, I have blessings prepared for you that your pain cannot even conceive right now. Quiet mornings are coming. Healed emotions are coming. I have opportunities, major breakthroughs, and restored joy waiting for you just down the road. But you must keep taking steps forward instead of giving up to despair. The deepest transformations happen in the dark, before the breakthrough is seen. Just because growth is slow does not mean I am not healing you. My beloved child, stop speaking defeat over your life. The words you repeat every day shape the very atmosphere of your soul. When you constantly expect failure, fear grows stronger than faith in your heart. Let us change that. Speak life again. Declare peace over your mind. Speak healing over your emotions. Declare that your future holds purpose, joy, and restoration. Do not let temporary pain label you forever. My child, remember the impossible battles you have already survived. There were times you felt you would never recover from the pain, yet here you are, still standing. That was not your strength alone. My grace carried you. My presence held you through nights of terror and exhaustion. And I, the same God who brought you through those past storms, will carry you through this one. My beloved child, waiting is hard, and unanswered prayers feel like rejection. But a delay is not a no. Sometimes I am simply preparing your heart to receive the blessing. Other times, I am protecting you from a path that would only break your heart. Trust my timing, even when my ways make no sense to you. I see the entire masterpiece, while you only see a single brushstroke. If these words are touching your soul right now, I want you to type, "My future is in the hands of God," in the comments as a holy declaration. Let those words remind your spirit that your life is not ruled by fear, disappointment, or the pain of your past. Let us build on this. Continue watching this series to the end, because each message is designed to strengthen your faith, guide you through your daily struggles, and remind you how deeply I love you. My beloved child, hold on to peace, hold on to hope, hold on to faith. My child, I know there are moments when you grow weary from fighting emotional battles that absolutely no one else understands. You keep going through the motions of life while fighting a quiet war against fear, loneliness, and heavy exhaustion in your thoughts. Some days you wake up already drained because your mind spent the whole night replaying worries and unanswered questions. But today, I need you to pause and listen closely to my voice. you do not fight alone. I have stood right beside you through every single storm. Even when your heavy emotions made you feel miles away from me, my presence has never once left your side. My child, you waste so much strength worrying about things that have not even happened. Fear paints dark pictures until anxiety feels like your normal state of mind. You anticipate failure before an opportunity starts. You expect rejection before talking. You brace your heart for disappointment before my blessings can even reach you. But hear me clearly today. Fear cannot control your future, and overthinking will never bring you peace. Worry will never shield you from life's pain. The more you feed your fears, the louder they scream in your spirit. That is why I keep calling you back to trust me. Trusting me does not mean knowing every answer. It means believing I am completely faithful, even when your world feels entirely out of control. My beloved child, there are deep wounds in your spirit that still cloud how you see yourself. Rejection made you doubt your true value. Betrayal made you terrified of trusting again. Delays made you wonder if I was even listening to your prayers. Because of that deep pain, fear tries to shield you by telling you to expect disappointment before hope arrives. But, my child, your next chapters will not repeat the hurt of your past. I am still fully able to restore your joy. I am still able to bring honest, safe people into your life. I am still opening doors of deep peace that no fear can ever close. My child, stop blaming yourself for healing so slowly. You get frustrated when old wounds still hurt after praying for peace. But healing is a slow journey. Deep emotional scars need patient restoration. Be gentle with your heart right now. Do not shame yourself for having hard days. Growth is never about being perfect. Healing is learning to keep walking forward while trusting me to mend your heart step by step. My beloved child, do not let shame replay old failures over and over in your mind. You carry mistakes you desperately wish you could wipe away. You remember times when fear ran your life and weakness broke your confidence. But hear me clearly today. Your mistakes do not define you. Your broken moments are not your name. Stop defining your life by your darkest chapters. My mercy outweighs your mistakes, and my grace is far greater than your regrets. Your future still holds beautiful purpose beyond the pain of yesterday. My child, I know there are nights when loneliness feels crushing, nights when your thoughts weigh heavy and your heart aches for quiet comfort. You can be in a room full of people and still feel completely invisible because no one understands the battles raging inside your soul. But my beloved child, I have never left you. I hear every tearful whisper, I see every hidden scar, and I hold you close even when your feelings tell you that you are spiritually weak. My beloved child, stop comparing your path to those around you. Comparison only robs your heart of gratitude and fills it with heavy discouragement. You watch others and wonder why they move faster or why life seems so easy for them. But you cannot see their private battles, just as they cannot see yours. The path I designed for you is deliberate. Great blessings require deep preparation. Some seasons are meant for growing deep roots before you ever see the fruit. Trust my timing. Even when the waiting hurts, my child, there are blessings coming that your current pain cannot even imagine. Quiet, peaceful mornings are waiting for you. Healed emotions are coming. New doors, breakthroughs, restored strength, and answered prayers are already waiting in your future. But you must keep walking instead of giving up hope. My greatest miracles often happen in secret, long before you see the change. Slow progress does not mean I am not healing you. My beloved child, stop declaring defeat over your life every single day. The words you speak shape the very atmosphere of your soul. If you constantly expect failure, fear will slowly crowd out faith in your heart. Instead, start speaking life again. Speak peace over your mind. Speak healing over your heavy heart. Declare that your future holds deep purpose, joy, and restoration. Do not let temporary pain define your permanent name. My child, look back at the battles you have already survived. Remember when you thought you would never recover, yet you are still standing. That was not your own strength. My grace carried you, and my presence held you through nights of terror and exhaustion. And I, the same God who rescued you before, will guide you through this storm, too. My beloved child, waiting is hard when answers are delayed, but delay is not rejection. Sometimes I must prepare your heart to receive what I have promised. Sometimes I am shielding you from paths that would only break your heart later. Trust my timing. Even when you cannot see the path, I hold the whole picture, while you only see a single step. If my voice is speaking directly to your spirit right now, type, "God is guiding my future," in the comments as a declaration over your life. Let those words remind your soul that your future is not ruled by fear, disappointment, or yesterday's pain. Stay with me until the very end of this message. Every word is designed to build your faith, help you overcome struggles, and remind you that I love you deeply. My beloved child, hold on to my peace, my faith, and my hope. I am actively restoring your heart, guiding your path, and preparing beautiful things for your future. My beloved child, as we reach this moment, I want you to know something deep within your soul. You did not arrive here by accident. Through every aching season, through every silent question, through every dark night and bitter battle, I have walked right beside you. Even during those moments when your heart grew weak and your faith felt small, my hand held your life. You believed you would never recover, yet somehow you kept taking steps. There were moments when deep confusion blinded your path, yet I continued guiding your steps, even when you could not see the road. Today, I want you to stop and realize that you still stand, because my grace carried you. My child, I know fear almost convinced you to surrender everything. I know those nights when the loneliness felt far too heavy to bear. There were mornings when bone-deep exhaustion made even the simplest tasks feel utterly overwhelming. You smiled for others while fighting silent wars inside your mind. You wondered if things would ever change. You wondered if your prayers even reached my ears. Hear me clearly today. Not a single tear you wept went unseen. Not one quiet prayer you whispered was ever ignored. Not one painful season of your life has been wasted. My beloved child, you have judged your journey only by what lies before your eyes. When doors slammed shut, you thought your future was ruined. When the waiting dragged on, you believed I had forgotten you. When healing came slowly, you grew discouraged and doubted your path. But my child, I have been working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. Some closed doors guarded your destiny. Some delays built your strength. Some endings cleared the way for new wonders you cannot yet imagine. What felt like rejection was my redirection, leading you to a healthier, wiser path, aligned with the purpose I designed for your life, my child. Your spirit carries deep wounds that still require gentleness and patience. Some of those hurts came from rejection, others from betrayal. Some came when others failed to see your value, making you doubt your worth. And those bitter days taught your heart to expect pain before hope could arrive. Listen to me today. Your future is not a prisoner to your past. The chapters ahead will not simply repeat the heartbreak you left behind. I am still able to restore joy to your life. I can heal the broken places inside your heart that fear whispered would never mend. My beloved child, do not condemn yourself for still feeling this pain. You get frustrated because your healing seems to move so slowly. You expect faith to wipe away every heavy emotion instantly, but healing usually unfolds slowly. Deep wounds require time for true restoration to unfold. Be patient. Growth does not mean perfection, and healing is not pretending you never hurt. Healing is learning to trust me, while my restoration quietly transforms your spirit from the inside out, my child. Shame loves to replay your old failures in your mind. You remember when fear drove your choices, and you still carry those deep regrets. You wonder if those broken moments have ruined your future forever. But hear me, my beloved child. Your failures do not define who you are. Your darkest seasons are not your permanent name. My mercy is larger than your mistakes, and my grace is greater than your regrets. Stop speaking of yourself as if your broken chapter's at the end. Your story is unfolding, and I am still writing beautiful pages of healing, peace, and restoration. My child, do Do not let fear rule your tomorrow before it even arrives. Overthinking has drained and exhausted your spirit for far too long. You play out worst-case scenarios until anxiety screams louder than faith in your heart. But worrying about tomorrow will never bring you peace today. Fear cannot guard your destiny. You must surrender those worries into my hands. I already know the future that is keeping you awake tonight. I already stand in the tomorrows that frighten you today. Nothing you face will ever be greater than my power to lead you through it. My beloved child, there are blessings ahead that your current pain cannot fathom. Quiet mornings are coming, where your aching heart will finally breathe again. I've healed emotions waiting for you, where old wounds will no longer rule your mind. New opportunities, healthy relationships, and restored confidence are waiting in your future. Joy is coming, but you must keep moving instead of surrendering to hopelessness. My greatest works often happen quietly beneath the surface, long before you see the change. My child, stop comparing your journey to others. Comparison only robs your spirit of gratitude and leaves you feeling utterly discouraged. You look at other people and wonder why their progress is faster or their healing seems easier. But you cannot see their whole story, just as they cannot see yours. My timing for your life is sacred and intentional. Some blessings simply require deeper preparation. Some seasons demand deeper roots before any growth can show. Trust my design, even when the waiting feels painful. My beloved child, look back at the battles you have already survived. You believed you would never recover, yet you are still standing here today. You did not do this alone. My grace carried you, and my presence held you through nights of fear, confusion, and bone-deep exhaustion. The same Father who carried you through those past storms will surely lead you into the future. My child, as this message comes to an end, hold this truth deep in your heart. You are loved more than you know. You are not forgotten, and you are never abandoned. Your life still holds purpose, and your future is filled with hope. No matter how dark the past was, I can still bring beauty out of your brokenness. Trust me, one day at a time. Keep speaking faith over your life and keep moving forward. Even when progress feels slow, I am right here with you. If these words are speaking to your spirit today, write Amen. I trust God in the comments as a bold declaration over your life. Let those words remind your heart that your destiny is safe in my hands. And if this message has encouraged your spirit and built your faith and helped you draw closer to me, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share my message with someone who needs hope today. If you feel led to support this ministry so my words can keep reaching hurting hearts around the world, you can support through the link below. My beloved child, hold on to peace, hold on to hope, hold on to faith, because I am still healing your heart, still guiding your steps, and preparing beautiful things ahead for your future. I am not finished with your story.